giveaway. Beanie giveaway. Beanie giveaway day. Welcome back to Panther Tales. This is your host, Wesam. As you just heard, today is the day that I give away the 2 Panther beanies for reaching 100 subscribers on YouTube. Once again, I want to thank everybody so much for the support to even get there. It's really awesome. This page started 3 months ago, so I'm glad people are starting to like it and we could talk Panthers and we could really get into this. And the more subscribers I get, I'm hoping the more comments that could be had and more things that we could talk about in this podcast from the comments alone. Now, I will be doing the beanies at the very end. Obviously, you could skip to that now. Whatever you want. If you want to hear the podcast, I would love that too, just so we have more things to talk about. I'm not going to make this episode very long just because I know what everybody is here for, but we still need to talk football, okay? So, Panthers versus Saints was this past Sunday. I don't want to get too far into it, okay? Good job, Shuck. Good job, Saints. You guys swept us. Do I think there was some bullshit? Go watch the reaction video that I just came out with yesterday if you want to know the answer for that. Just look. The Saints were never the game we were focused on. It's always been about the game that's coming up this week, but we will talk about that soon. But yes, the Saints game was very frustrating. They are our kryptonite since Bryce has been here. This is not a bash on Bryce either. Bryce had a hell of a game. Played really well. I bet you if he passed more than 25 times, we win that game. But actually, let's talk about that. I feel like Dave Canales is being bullied by the running backs, mainly Rico Dowdle, because Rico complains about his touches. Not so much complains. He makes it seem in his interviews that he doesn't care, like, how many touches he gets and stuff. But if we're all being honest with ourselves, Rico Dowdle is on a 1-year contract, trying out for 31 other teams in the NFL because we are not going to re-sign him because we don't have, we have more holes to fill than a running back. Jonathan Brooks is coming off IR next year. Jonathan Brooks in the limited games that he played last year looked really good. So we're hoping the rehab progresses well and he will be our second back next year. Rico's a hell of a player, great player. But sometimes when your pass is working, it's okay to pass. And also with that being said, Dave, you know it is okay to score a touchdown on back-to-back possessions, right? I don't know if we've done it all year where we've scored a touchdown, next possession, scored a touchdown. It's so rare and far and few or whatever, however the saying is, but anytime we score, we kind of take our foot off the gas. This is why we're in the position we're in right now. That's why we're 7-7. We could have had more wins earlier this year had we been a little bit more aggressive. Play calling was a little better, stuff like that. But once again, there have been plenty of games where Dave has called a great game. And you're just like, yes, where's this been? Then there's other games where you're scratching your head. Like when it was 4th and 1 and we could have got a field goal to make it 2 possessions. Why don't you just go ahead and do that? It's the 4th quarter. Yeah, if you get it and you kill more clock and you score a touchdown, yes, that is obviously a better situation to be in, but we didn't make the 4th. So that's not even anything we can even talk about. We just have to be smarter as a whole. We have 3 games left. My prediction of us going 4-0, heading into the playoffs hot streak is now over. So I'm even sorry for mentioning that. But I still believe, baby. I still believe. We have a game this Sunday against the Bucs, so I don't need to tell y'all the importance of that game. It's going to be the most important game we've had in like 10 years. So, yeah, that was the Saints game. Bryce played well. Defense could have stepped up. Refs were the MVP of the game. I mean, the refs probably had like 50 calls through the whole game on both sides. So I'm not saying like they had super advantage, but the roughing the passer was a super advantage for you guys, whereas when we slid and wasn't a roughing a passer, not an advantage for us, and the T-Mac catch was a catch, which would have given us a first down. So a lot of shit, okay? And really what I want to say is, don't even leave it up to question this coming weekend. Make the plays. Nothing on the ground, just everything up top. Just, all right, here we go. So, there were games this week, or this last week. Let's go ahead and talk about them, the scores, and then we could get into the Bucks game, and then we could get into the giveaway. So, this week started with the Falcons and Bucks, and I literally said I don't know or care who wins. And now I'm very happy that the Falcons won. Because if the Bucks won, that would have put us in a really tough spot with how the rest of this weekend went. So, Falcons won 29-28. It was a hell of a game. Good comeback. Browns versus Bears. I thought the Browns were going to win. The Bears demolished them 31-3. Ravens versus Bengals. I thought the Ravens were going to win. The Ravens did win 24-0. Joe Burrow is making questions or having answers in his press conferences that are having a lot of people question things about Mr. Burrow. Chargers versus Chiefs. The Chiefs really needed to win this one to even have a chance at the playoffs, and they didn't make it. They lost 16-13. Chargers win. Chiefs are officially eliminated from the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. Like a day later, he had surgery. He's now rehabbing. You're not, usually that kind of stuff doesn't happen that fast, but I'm wishing him a speedy recovery. He is my fantasy football dynasty quarterback. So, heal up, buddy. Bills versus Patriots. I had the Bills winning. The Bills won 35-31. They were actually down like the whole game and just came back, kept fighting. That was also another awesome game to watch. Commanders versus Giants. I had the Giants winning and the Commanders pulled it out 29-21. Raiders, and this is without Jaden Daniels. Raiders versus Eagles. I had the Eagles winning. I mean, come on. Eagles won 31-0. Jets versus Jags. I had the Jags winning. Jags are a good football team. The Jags won 48-20. Cardinals versus Texans. I had the Texans winning because their defense is elite. The Texans did win 40-20. Their offense is starting to come along. They could be a very dangerous team come this playoffs. They are now in year 3 of consecutive playoff makes. So with the experience they're gaining from the past years, they can definitely make some noise. Packers versus Broncos. I had the Packers winning, but the Broncos pulled it out 34-26. Micah Parsons got hurt, so that is a huge blow for the Packers, who don't have a first-round pick next year because they gave it up to trade for Micah Parsons. Lions versus Rams. I had the Rams winning. The Rams did win 41-34, just because I just think the Rams' offense is a little bit better. The Lions are good, but I don't know. I don't know. Titans versus 49ers. I had the 49ers winning. The 49ers did win 37-24. That is a lot more points than I thought the Titans would have. 24, but yes, the Niners won. Colts versus Seahawks. I had the Seahawks winning. The the Seahawks did win 18-16 over the Phillip Rivers-led Colts. We will be seeing that man on Monday Night Football. Exciting times ahead. Vikings versus Cowboys. I had the Cowboys winning and the Vikings won 34-26. And the Dolphins and Steelers Monday night game, I had the Dolphins winning and the Steelers won 28-16. Tua is now benched, and we will be seeing Quinn Ewers this coming weekend. It's in a couple days. All right. Now let's go ahead and predict the games that are going to happen this week, and then we could go ahead and talk about our huge matchup, and then the Beanie giveaway. Rams versus Seahawks already happened. We can talk about it next week, okay? That was a hell of a game. Hell of a game. Eagles versus Commanders. I'm going to go with the Eagles here. Packers versus the Bears. I'm actually going with the Bears this time around. Jets versus Saints. I got the Saints winning this game. I think they're a little bit better than people are saying, but we'll really find out. We'll really find out if it's just a Panther problem. Bills versus Browns. I am saying the Bills. Like, the Browns are terrible. Chiefs versus Titans. I have the Chiefs, even though Mahomes isn't playing. The Titans are just a sad team. Chargers versus Cowboys. I have the Cowboys winning this one, but this one could go either way. This is actually a very good game. Vikings versus Giants. I have the Vikings winning. The Giants, like, they play good games sometimes, but just not consistent enough. So I'm going to go Vikings here. Vikings have been playing a little bit better. J.J. McCarthy playing a little bit better. But if the Giants win, it will, like, I could see it. This is a game that doesn't make, like, probably won't make sense by the end of it. Bengals versus Dolphins. I have the Bengals winning this one, even though the Dolphins are, like, I guess they don't even have a chance to play to get into the playoffs if they're benching Tua. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and go with the Bengals. Jaguars versus Broncos. I have the Broncos winning this one only because it's at home. So that's going to be a tough place to play. Jaguars will take a loss here. Falcons versus Cardinals. This is the game of the birds. I actually just have the Falcons winning. Kirk Cousins didn't play bad last week. Maybe he continues it going and maybe he gets another contract next year. Somewhere else. Like fucking Las Vegas. Raiders versus Texans. I am going to go with the Texans, okay? I don't think it'll be particularly close. I'm actually scared for whoever the Raiders quarterback is going to be this week. And Steelers versus Lions. I have the Lions winning. I still think they're a better team than the Steelers. But I think the Steelers might be fighting for something. So also don't be shocked if they win. Patriots versus Ravens. Patriots started hot, but now they're starting to face the teams that should be beating them because they've made the playoffs the past couple years. So we're going to go Ravens here. And then 49ers versus Colts. As much as I want Rivers to win, actually, fuck it, man. Fuck it. I still don't think the Niners are that good. I don't think their defense is that good. Let's see 44-year-old Grandpa Rivers shred them. Let's go Colts, and the chance for them making the playoffs increases then. They have been sliding, so they need to stop the bleeding as soon as possible. Now, this weekend is a huge, 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 huge game, okay? We're versing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are starting to get healthy. Mike Evans is now back. I think Godwin is back. Igbuka, their rookie receiver, will be playing. McMillan for them will be playing, I'm pretty sure. Bucky Irving's back. But they have been on a slide where the locker room might not be great. They've been on a slide. Okay? You know they're going to come out here, though, and play well. This is probably going to be the best game of the week, honestly, from all the games. I think it's probably going to be a bloodbath. Like I could see 40 to 34 final score. You know what I mean? Something crazy like that. It's going to be the most important game that I've been to in a long time. My ass is going to be making a lot of noise. Panther fans, if you guys are there, we need to be loud. We need this to be a playoff atmosphere. Yell your asses off when we're on defense. Quiet as a pin drop when we're on offense. Let the offense work. Silence. Let them do their thing. The Bucs defense is not good this year. One of the worst ranked in the league. Our defense is the most bipolar defense in the league. So 1 week they'll be fucking picking off Matt Stafford without J.C. Horn playing. And then the next, we're losing to Tyler Shuck for the second time. You know, so the weirdest season. We play bad against bad teams. We play good against good teams. We win, lose. So with that pattern, we should win. But obviously, we're not going from that pattern. We got to win because we earn it. I'm hoping they win into... It's been hard for me to even listen to Panther stuff this week. It's just been just one of those weeks, guys, where you lose to the Saints and you just aren't feeling good and you have a long work week and you have a video to edit, you have a Beanie giveaway to give, you got all this shit to do, so that's where we're at. But that's going to be, God, just such an important game. I'll be going to that game with two people from my fantasy football league who I've never met before, so that should be exciting. Steven and way too witty brother. Looking forward to seeing you guys. So I'll be meeting them Sunday. We'll be going to the game. Should be a good little, you know, like, it should be a good watching experience with them. Because I know they know ball and like football. So, should be cool. But, obviously, hoping for little cheers from them. Okay? I need us to be loud. I need us to get involved. I need us to take over the game. So, let's cheer. Let's not let them outnumber us. If you're selling your ticket, please sell it to Panther fans. I will be doing my fan interviews. I'll be letting you know where I'm at on Reddit. So check that before the game. You know, hopefully you guys come meet me. Come if you want to interview. That would be great. But once again, I know why you all are here. It is the Beanie giveaway time. So I'm going to go ahead and now switch it to my camera where I'll show you guys that I'm not cheating the system or anything like that. So I'll be putting your names on a sticky pad. I'll be putting the pads in a hat. I'll draw from there. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, let's not wait any more longer. Let me not waste any time. I just want to thank you guys for the comments you left of you guys being a Panther fan and your greatest memory. The stories were awesome. I will be reading those out in the episodes to come, so be on the lookout for that. Also, thank you guys so much for subscribing. Please don't feel discouraged if you don't win. As long as I keep growing, and if, you know, it happens to become profitable down the line, I would love to continue doing giveaways, even bigger ones than this one. But this is a great one to be the very first giveaway of this channel. So without further ado, let me read the names of the people who completed it and we'll have a chance. Daniel Falter, Ram Beef, Quentin 1893, Mike Windu, Twisted Logic, and Caleb Harding. That is for the blue beanie, okay? But first, we'll draw from the white one. We got Seth Zimmerman, we got E-Loading, and we got A2G. So, without further ado, let's do this. And I'm not going to cut any of this so you guys know I'm not cheating or anything like that. Okay? So here we go. And the winner of the white beanie is A2G. Congratulations, brother. This is now yours. Please message me on Instagram. Let me know where I could send this out to. Congratulations, man. This white beanie is officially yours. And congratulations on winning the first beanie and my first ever giveaway. So it's all yours, brother. And if you could take a picture with this on and send it to me, I'd love to share it on my socials. So completely up to you, but I would love that. Now, the blue beanie. Let's get these names in here. Okay. Here we go. And without further ado, the winner of the blue beanie is Mike Windu. Congratulations, brother. Once again, A2G, Mike Windu. Please message me on Instagram. Let me know where I could send this out to. Thank you all for participating. This is one of hopefully many. Let's go ahead and get this win this weekend. Make our way to the playoffs. I'd love to maybe do another giveaway at playoff time. So, other than that, thank you guys for watching, and as always, keep pounding.